Right, I'll give you the word picture.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to treat me as a pupil at the partly trained stage. Just
Yeah.
imagine we're in the test set in the car park.
Mm-hmm.
I have had lessons with another instructor, but he couldn't make it today. But he has got the same car as you, so I am familiar with the controls of the Golf.
Mm-hmm.
He did say today that we were going to do a reverse around the corner, either to the left or to the right.
Okay.
So my name's Tony. So have you got any questions?
Nope.
So if you just want to repeat back to me what level I'm at.
Partly trained.
Yeah, and what subject?
Reverse around the corner, either to the left or the right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So if you got no questions, I'll hand over to you.
Okay. Hi, Tony. My name's Ifet.
Hello, Vet.
And your instructor couldn't make it today,
No, he couldn't.
but he said you've been driving a car similar to this.
I am, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly the same,
okay.
yeah.
Well, today he told me that we're going to be doing reversing around the corner, either to the left or the
That's
right.
what he said, yeah.
Yeah. So, how's your lessons been going so far?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay. Just going to ask you a couple of questions before we get going. Have you ever done any reversing before?
I've done a bit of straight reversing last week.
Okay. And how did you control your speed?
He had me coordinate them pedals.
Okay. And what sort of speed were you travelling at?
Very, very slow, kind of walking pace.
Okay. So we're going to be doing something very similar to that today. So on the way there, I just want you to show me some of that tight clutch control.
Oh, right.
So when we're going to stop to turn either right or left, I just want you to keep your feet still and tell me exactly how you're going to coordinate those controls.
right.
Yeah?
Yep.
So set yourself up.
Oh, right. I was a bit nervous.
It's nothing to be nervous about.
Okay.
Okay, so what can you see from your interior mirror?
Yeah, I can see a lot, but I can square the whole of the back window,
Mhm.
and I can see a bit of my head restraint and a bit of yours.
And your right door mirror?
I can see that lady
And left door mirror?
behind, in the left-hand door mirror, and the door handles, and I can see right down, but that's about as far as I can see really.
Yeah.
And the right-hand door mirror, I can see the door handles, and again I can just see that hedge behind me. But,
Okay.
but it seemed to be about the right height.
Brilliant. Another quick question, which I forgot to ask you, was when you were doing reversing, where were you looking?
Oh, he kept pushing me to look behind.
Okay, so you know why it's important to be looking back, yeah?
Yeah, he said it'd be a bit stupid going that way and looking that way.
Brilliant. Okay, so just as we're moving off here, I just want to see some of that tight clutch control,
Oh,
yeah?
yes.
Okay, just stop there for one
Oh,
second.
sorry, that was my fault.
Oh,
Didn't have it in gear.
sorry. Okay, Tony, just there, you took your foot off the clutch a bit too fast there. So once
End
you're...
to left.
I'd like you to go left at the end of the road. So just when we go left here, I want you to keep your feet still once you've found your biting point, yeah?
Alright, when I get to the biting point, keep still.
Yep.
Alright.
So keep still.
Yeah. Alright.
So that's kind of a slow walking pace we're looking for, yeah?
Oh.
Old man's walking pace. This is really important because then you get to control the speed of the car.
Alright.
So, do you know where you would do a left reverse?
Oh yeah, I do them on my driving test. All my mates got it on their driving test.
Yeah, you do it on your driving test, and also you might need to do it if you maybe come to an end of a road. Sometimes it's easier to do the left reverse or a right reverse as opposed to doing a turn in the road, because there might be obstructions and you might not be able to do a turn in the
okay.
road. And also it kind of helps when you're want to go into a driveway as well, because you use that same method.
Roundabout straight on.
I'd like you to go straight on at the roundabout.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't got a driveway, but my brother has when I got to visit him.
Yep, so I want to see that tight clutch control here. Okay, that's really good, because that's the kind of speed we want to be at when we're doing this reverse as well.
And we're
so-
going to turn right.
And I'd like you to turn right. Sorry, you were saying your driveway, what?
Yeah, my brother has a driveway. It's quite tight, so
Yeah, so it does help with that manoeuvre as well.
yeah,
Now-
because he lives on a major road.
Okay, do you know where you wouldn't be able to do a left reverse or a right reverse?
I wouldn't fancy doing it over his driveway onto a major road. It's a really busy road.
Yeah, because We always do it from a major rod into a minor rod, but we never do it from a minor rod out onto a major rod.
And we're going to turn right.
And I'd like it to turn right here. Because obviously the cars are going a lot faster, aren't they? So if you wouldn't park or stop your car there, it's always best not to do the manoeuvre there as well.
If you just get me to pull up just before that next vehicle on the left.
Okay, could you just pull up here just before this vehicle on the left? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick briefing on what we're about to do now.
Is somebody parked behind that hedge?
Yeah. Not onto that road, but ahead of us there is.
If I just have a look at yeah, there is somebody parked in the corner. Right, it's going to be a right-hand reverse into that road on the right.
Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a right-hand reverse into that corner there.
Yeah.
Now, as we approach that, we're going to look into that road to make sure that there's no cars that are parked there too close.
Okay.
If we feel there's a car parked there, we might have to find another location to do it
It
in.
looks clear, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look all right. So I'm just going to give you a quick talk through. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. That's going to be our car.
All right.
What we're going to do is we're going to drive back, looking in the appropriate places, which I will talk to you about when we're doing it, and we're going to be reversing back into this road here.
All right.
Yeah. What we want to do is, now the reason why we want to do these maneuvers, we've talked about it on the way, where we might need to turn our car around and it might not be appropriate to do a turn in the road. We need to make sure that it's safe, legal and convenient. We don't want to be doing it where we're not allowed to do it. Road signs might tell us we're not allowed to do it.
Oh.
And the control of the car is going to be like we were doing when you were stopping to move off, where we're going to be using that tight clutch control, just the way you did on the way here. Observations, we're going to be doing all around observations. We're going to be looking out for pedestrians, cyclists, other traffic, and we're going to be going back probably a bit further back than we would if we were doing a left reverse, because of cars that could be coming out.
All right.
Yeah? We're going to be picking up a couple of reference points which I'll tell you about. Now, one of the reference points we're going to pick up is, if you look out your back window now,
All right.
so from the back window, I want to be looking out at the back window. Now,
Yep.
it's really important when we're doing reversing that we're actually looking out at that back window, because unless we're looking out at that back window, we won't be able to see anything.
Oh,
with
okay,
pedestrians.
right, yeah.
Plus, we're going in that direction, so we don't want to be looking ahead,
No.
do we? Now, could you tell me where that straight bit of that curb cuts into that back window?
Just quarter way along that wiper.
Okay. Now, that's going to be a reference point for when we go back into that new road that we're going into. That will be roughly, that'll be a guideline to how far we need to be away from the curb.
All right.
Now, we need to be about a drain's width away from the curb. We don't want to be too close to the curb, because if we are too close to the curb, we might mount the curb, and if there are pedestrians on that curb, we might run them over.
Okay.
If we're too out, we'll be blocking the road, won't we?
Yep.
Another reference point, again, which I'll explain to you while we're moving, yeah?
Yep.
So, you comfortable with that?
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. So, I want you to start,
Yeah.
and I want you to park on the right there, just near that curb, just past that road.
I passed it.
Yep. And I want you to look into that road when we're going past it. So I want you to be driving very slowly, at about 5 miles per hour, just so we can have a glance into that road. We want to be looking for pedestrians as well.
It looks okay.
Okay. Is a signal necessary, do you think, when we're going to park up here? Well, there is a car
there's a car
behind us,
behind me, yeah.
So I just want you to...
You say it drains with?
Yeah, about drains width away. And I'd like you to stop here. Brilliant. Okay, now I want you to select reverse gear.
No.
Okay, now I want you to bring it back into neutral.
Yeah.
I want you to put a handbrake on just for a while.
No.
Also, is quite important, if you've looked into that road now, we can see that that road goes uphill slightly.
Yep.
So, because it goes uphill, we might have to, we're going to be using the gas pedal as well to help us go up.
Oh, right.
If it was going downhill, on the other hand, we'd let gravity help us go down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, it's really important to be selecting the appropriate gear, because we're doing reverse gear, we will be looking back. And if we have got first gear or second gear, if we had second gear, we'd probably stall and shoot forward.
Oh, right.
And if there was anything in front of us, we'd run them over and we'd be actually looking back, so we wouldn't know what we were doing.
Okay.
So it's really important to be selecting reverse. Now, do you remember how you did reverse when you were doing that straight line reversing? Yeah. So do you want to select that gear? Yeah. Because remember, we will be looking back.
Oh, yeah, that came on.
That came on as well.
Yeah.
So now what I want you to do is we're going to do our all-round observations. So we're going to be starting from the right. We're going to be looking over our shoulder.
Oh, this is the POM routine, isn't it?
POM routine, that's it. So do you remember how you do that?
Is it O first?
Yep. No, it's P first.
Oh, P.
Yep.
Oh, so I get ready, don't I?
Prepare the car, yeah. So it's really important that we press the gas just a thickness of a pound coin. Do you remember why it was important to press the gas thickness of a pound coin when you do your POM routine? Because if we put the handbrake down now, we'd shoot backwards.
Oh, right.
As opposed to go nice and calmly. So we want to keep that steady speed, don't we? And we're going to bring the car to, bring it down thickness of a pound coin.
Oh, right.
Right. It's really important that we have the correct biting point. So down the thickness of a pound coin, because if you were to have the clutch too high, we'd stall, shoot forward. And if the clutch was too low and we were going downhill, we'd roll backwards. So it's important to keep that steady speed.
Oh, we are going backwards, aren't we?
Yeah, but we don't want to roll backwards, do we? We want to be able to control it, because there's going to be no engine braking power.
Oh, right.
Yeah? So, that sounds right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now I want you to do the O part. Remember what the O is?
Yeah, I've never done this maneuver then.
Oh, POM route, but you've done your POM routine,
Oh, POM,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So always observations. So I want you to ease off the gas thickness of pound coin. Yep. Remember why it's important to ease it.
Yeah.
Right. So I want you to look over your right shoulder.
All right.
I want you to look to see if there's any pedestrians or anything coming.
No, there's nobody there.
I want you to look on your blind spot. Do you remember where your blind spot was?
Oh, yeah, behind me.
Yep. Where? Between your head restraint
Oh,
and
right.
your door pillar. Yeah. Now the reason why we're looking over there is because we're going to be going backwards as well. If there were any pedestrians coming, we want to know about it.
All right.
Because last thing we want to do is run them over.
All right.
So I want you to look to your right door mirror as well, all the way around down the pavement. I want you to look ahead.
No, yeah.
Is there anything there?
No,
That guy.
man.
We'll keep
Loading
an eye
his
on
boot.
him. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. I want you to look through your left door mirror. Is there any cars coming towards you?
Yeah.
And I want you to look over your left blind spot.
There's nobody there.
So left blind spot is between my head restraint and my door pillar.
Okay, yeah.
So right over
Yeah.
my head restraint door pillar.
Yeah,
That
there's
small
nobody there.
window there.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
I want you to look over it properly.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Okay. Now it's really important that we look over our blind spots, because there could be a vehicle that's just come quickly and we haven't realised.
All right.
And because we're going to be going backwards, we need to be aware of that.
All right.
Because there's such a thing called a safety zone. And what we do is in that area, which is about, I'll probably say about 5-6
Oh, yeah, I
cars
can see them
around us.
vehicles through that mirror.
Yeah. You could, but if there was any bicycles coming or any pedestrians sort of walking past.
Oh, no, I
walking
couldn't see any
across-
pedestrians there, could I?
Yeah, you can. So this is why we look through that
Oh,
blind
right.
spot as well.
Yeah.
So, and then finally, we're going to put our handbrake down. You're not going to put it down just yet. The way we check whether the handbrake is fully down or not is you'll have that. Can you see that P over there?
Yeah.
Yep. It's very important to have the handbrake down. Otherwise, the car's fighting,
All right.
trying to move, but we're not going to let it.
Yeah.
Now, we've been parked for quite a while, so I want you to do the observations again.
Oh, all the way around.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
Nobody there?
Nobody there. He's gone.
Yep.
Nobody there.
Yep.
Nobody there.
Yep.
Nobody there.
Yep. What's your final check?
There's a blind spot.
Yep. Where's the blind spot?
Oh, yeah,
my
around
head
there.
and-
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is
there's
anyone
nobody
there?
there. No.
Okay, so I want you to put the handbrake down, and I want you to slowly.
Oh, the
ease
car's going really
right.
fast.
Okay, stop. Stop. Brake.
All right, sorry.
That's it. bring the car into neutral again. Actually, don't worry about it. It's really important that we're driving at an old man's walking pace, so we're going very, very slowly.
Yeah, the car went really fast, so I kept my
Yeah.
feet still.
You kept your feet still. Because we're going, sorry, I forgot to mention this. That road up there is going uphill, but this road is going downwards. So this is where we're going to let gravity kick in. So actually, we're not
right.
going to set the gas on this
It's a
one.
bit like being on a roller coaster,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so we're gonna use our brake to control our
Oh, right,
speed
yeah,
this time
yeah.
round. So we're gonna let gravity pull us down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and that's how we're gonna control the speed.
All right.
Now I want you to tell me that straight bit of that curbstone. Where
What's
does?
right bit?
Sorry, the curb at the back window.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where it is in the back window? From this way.
Which curb?
The curb we're on here. Do you know this curb here? It goes
Yeah.
all the way down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can you see it from your back window? No, this way. You can look through this way. You can look through the back window. Can you see it there?
I can see it at the curb, the other side of the road, yeah?
Yep. So when that curb starts going into that side of the window where your blind spot is, I want you to let me know.
Oh, I can't see it on that side.
You won't be able to yet, but you will when the car starts turning.
I can see it from here.
You can see it from there. Sorry, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
where you'll be looking from, yeah?
Yeah, which curb do you want me to line up?
You know when that's the new road we're going into?
Yeah.
You know when that curb starts coming into your side corner window
Yeah,
there?
there's loads of curb there. Which bit of it?
The one closest to you. The
Yeah,
one
but-
on this side of the road.
Yeah, there's loads of curb.
The straight bit of the new...
Oh, the straight curb's
Yeah.
done.
The straight
Oh,
curb.
right.
So when that starts going into your side window, which is on that side, the corner bit, can you see that where your blind spot is?
Oh, right in the corner of the window.
Yeah. When
All
it
right.
starts coming there, I want you to stop and
Okay.
tell me, yeah?
Yeah.
So I want you to be looking... That's where I want you to be looking from,
All
because
right.
I want you to be looking from your right
Yeah.
when we're going backwards, yeah?
Okay.
From your right first. So we've been parked there for a while, so I want you to do your observations again.
Again, this really hurts.
Yeah.
My neck's getting sore now.
So slow car speed, remember?
It's not moving.
Okay. So what I want you to do is find your biting point,
Uh-huh.
and I want you to ease off the brake thickness of a pound coin.
Oh, it's
And
already
stop,
fast, isn't it?
stop. Right, we're going to ease off thickness of a pound coin, and if we do need to control that speed, we're going to press it down thickness of a pound coin.
Which?
The brake.
I have got my foot on the brake.
Yep. So I want you to ease off the brake and have the clutch down, just
Oh,
the
clutch
thickness
down.
of a. Yep. So we're going to have the clutch fully down, and we're going to have the brake thickness of a
And
pound
how's the
coin.
car going to move?
Gravity's
Oh,
going to help us
gravity.
go
Oh, yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yep. So I want you to
Yeah.
be looking in the direction you're going,
Yeah.
and I want you to let me know when that straight bit of that
I'll let
curb's
you know. Oh, it's there now.
Okay. Now, that is when we're going to start our turn.
All right.
No, I don't want you to be turning your wheel while the car's stationary, because that's what we call dry steering. And by dry steering, we mess up the mechanisms of the steering, and
Oh.
also we ruin the tyres as well.
Right.
Yeah. So now I want you to do your observations again, because in a little while our car's going to be sticking out.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
As we're turning, and we need to make sure that around us our safety zone is clear.
All right.
Yeah. So I want you to. So that straight bit that curb of the new road, where does that come into the car?
In the corner of that window?
Of the side window here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So what I want you to do is, as we're moving back now, I want you to do one wheel turn. And what I want to say to you just before we do it is, I want you to imagine the wheel as the face of a clock.
All right.
And forgetting the face of the clock, if I say to you do a whole turn, one turn, I want you to have turned it that way and back to the way it is now,
To the left.
to the right.
Oh, to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And if I say to you I want you to do a quarter of a turn, that's where this bit is going to be at the top, that bit is
Oh.
going to be at the bottom.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to use it as that.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're going to do quarters, or we're going to do halves. So if we were
Okay.
going to do half, what's a half?
That down there?
Yep. That's a half. So a quarter would be a bit of an angle.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, brilliant. So now I want you to do your observations again. 'Cause
Again?
We've been parked for quite a while. Yeah.
really
Observations are
hurting my
very
neck.
important, because if
It
we
makes
don't
your
do
neck-
our
It makes
observations,
your neck very sore, doesn't it?
it does make your neck very sore, but at least it won't make their necks
Alright.
very sore if we run them over.
All right.
So observations are very important. So I want you to do your observations again.
Yeah.
So where are you looking first? So I want you to look through your
Oh,
left
yeah.
first.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Nobody there. All the way down.
Nobody there.
Anyone ahead of you?
No.
Your rear view mirror, anyone behind?
No.
Okay, your right door mirror.
No.
Any pedestrians there? Cycle?
No.
Anyone?
No.
Okay, and I want you to look through your right blind spot. And that's the direction you're going to be looking at when you're travelling. So now I want you to ease your foot off the brake thickness of pound coin, and that's the speed we want to be travelling at. And now I want you to do one steer towards you, one steer of the wheel
Towards
while
me.
the car's move towards you.
To the right.
Yeah. Okay. And I want you to. And stop here. Now I want you to do your observations again because our car's sticking out. So I want you to look from your left blind spot. Is anyone there?
No.
Okay, I want you to look all the way down this road. Is there anyone there?
The pedestrian coming down the pavement, which is a long way away. Though.
Yep, so we're going to keep an eye on her. We're going to look all the way down there. Is there anyone there? Anyone ahead of you?
No.
And through the right and the direction
there's
you're
nobody
going?
there now.
Yep, so I want you to carry on going, looking through that direction. Okay, and I want you to let me know when that curb, and I want you to stop the car there.
What curve?
Just stop the car here for 1 second, yeah. We're going to be doing our observations again. Now she's decided to cross, so we're going to let her go. When we parked up, do you remember when we parked up there and we said the straight bit of the curbstone where it came into the back of the car?
Yeah.
I want you to let me know when that comes to the back of the window again, yeah?
Alright.
So now we're going to be looking at the back window here.
Alright.
Yeah? As you're moving backwards. So I want you to do your observations again because we've been parked up for a while. So I want you to do your checks.
Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there.
Okay, so I want you to look through that back window.
Oh, it's not moving now.
Yep. Now the car, I want you to put the handbrake up for 1 second. Now because we're going uphill, now we're going to be pressing the gas thickness of the pound coin, yeah? Because now gravity is not going to kick in, we're going to have to control that speed ourselves. Yeah. So it's important to press it at thickness of pound coin because when you put the handbrake down, the car's going to shoot backwards, and we don't want it to shoot backwards. We want it to be able to control that speed.
And I keep the clutch down.
No, what you can do is you're going to bring the clutch up to biting point now. Yeah? So, because we've been parked here for quite a while, it's important to have it at biting point and not
let me
over.
guess, I got to look again,
Yeah. And what are you looking for when you're looking?
Everything.
Yep, everything like?
Cars, bikes, pedestrians.
That's it. Because remember, someone can run out of one of these driveways, couldn't they?
Oh,
and we want to be able to know that. So, left blind spot.
Alright.
Looking in the direction we're going. So let me know when that straight bit of that curbstone comes back into that wheel.
Oh, it's there now.
Yeah. Is it there now? Yeah. So now that's a reference point to when you take that steer off.
Alright.
Remember, you're not going to dry steer. You're going to steer it once the car's moved. Stop. If we're going backwards, press your brake. Put the handbrake up for 1 second. Yeah. Remember, even though you've taken your steer off and you're going backwards, we're still going backwards, so I want you to be looking back as well. Because remember, if little Johnny ran out of that driveway now, you wouldn't be able to see it, would you?
No.
So I want you to, we've been parked for a while, so I want you to do your observations again. So I want you to do your POM first, prepare the car again, just the way you did. Yep.
No Johnny's there.
No?
He's across the road.
Yep.